All right, so now we've checked out Studio Balfour, we've gone through our setup screen, and now we're actually in the project. Before we actually get started on any sort of page work, I'm just going to take you through what we've got up here. This first one, as you can see, open pages here. This is where your pages are going to live. So I can go through and I can name everything. I think before I did, like an 8th grade, or I think maybe administration, right? So this is also going to create, when you do this, it's going to create folders for you. So I'll click X out of this right now. It creates these folders over here, and now you can use these or you can just get rid of them. If you don't want that, just get rid of that tag. Right here in Add Collection Divider, you know what? Let's come back to this in just a moment. Try and keep this succinct. All right, so our pages here. You go through, name everything, get things organized. It's going to create those adjacent folders that you can keep or not keep. You can move things around. I apologize, you cannot. That's back in the setup screen in the organized book if you want to move things around. So say you've created these pages, oh, I want to switch these two. That's going to be back in that Foursquare screen over there, rather. I had to make a decision that every time I did a little flub, I wasn't going to just stop recording because otherwise this would take me a million years. So I do apologize if I maybe make a little flub when I'm speaking or just misdo something. We're just going to try and keep it rolling. So this is going to have your sections, your signatures broken down. So a signature is a 16-page area, and that's how we print them. It's actually printed on one big 16-page or one big piece of paper that gets folded in on itself and then cut into 16 pages. So yeah, so this is where you start. And if you want to open a page to work on it, you just double click. And there you go, you're in the page. I'm going to X out of here for right now. And if, say, I click on this, I want to clear the spread or export the spread. If you export, like, so you could export from like last year's project and move them over into this year's project. I could clear this and just delete all the content on there. For now, we're just going to leave it. So that's your pages. This next one, the camera, is your photo library. So any pictures that you bring in here, this is where they're going to live. Like I said, if you want to create, add collections. So basically we could say sports. And then underneath there, I could add a tag and say girls basketball. And then I want to add another tag, boys basketball. So when you upload photos into the program, it's going to ask you for a tag. The reason it does this is because it wants you to be as organized as possible. So I always recommend that as you start taking pictures, whether it be on your desktop or now that we actually are paired up with Google Drive, which is very convenient, try and organize things as much as you can on the front end and then upload it into Encore as a set. So if you have a bunch of boys basketball pictures, add that in a boys basketball folder, boys JV basketball, whatever you call it, and then just do those all at once. So then you can just tag them all boys basketball, boom, they go right into the same spot, and you're just staying organized as you go. It's just going to make your life a bit easier. So when the time comes that you want to upload photos, you're just going to come right down here to this little plus sign. And I can either go browse and browse on my computer, or like I said before, you can upload from Google Drive. Totally up to you. A lot of people just use Google Drive for this, so it just makes it more convenient. I could come into, Ellie and Sam here, double click. Let's see, Aurora. Took a little trip to Aurora, New York. And just grab, say I wanted to grab this through here. If you wanted to grab them all, just click the first, hold shift, and click the bottom one. So then, boom. Oh, it didn't work. I did something weird. These are those little flubs I was talking about. We're just going to roll with it. You think we took enough pictures that, look basically the same? There you go. So then let's say I've got opening as one of my tags right now. So I'll just do that. And I can upload the pictures. One of the things that's nice in Encore is the upload process does go quite quickly, and you can do a lot of pictures at once. Um, right now, I'm probably using a little bit of my bandwidth because I'm recording this right now through a different website. And I've got my girlfriend Ellie is on the other computer, and she's in a meeting right now, but it goes very quick. So you can do hundreds of pictures, and it'll be done lickety split. So I added those to opening, so they're in here now. Another thing that's nice, so say I go to this list view. This is the grid view. I can go to my list view. I can go through here. And if I've used, say I've like placed some of these pictures already in my project, it's going to tell me what page it appears on. So then if I've got it on 2 different pages, it'll let me know. And I'll show you a little bit more about that after. So once you have all your portraits uploaded, this is where those are going to live. And you can make edits or additions, what have you. And this is going to be your general photo. You can also archive things if you decide you don't want to use it, but like, maybe I don't want to delete it because maybe I'm going to use it. You can archive it, so it'll just get it out of your folder. Everything that's used, if it's unused, you want to come in here. So super helpful, just little filters there to make things a bit easier for you. And then our last one here, this is the library. So all of your templates, if you decide to go with the Simply Create theme, you can find coinciding spreads right there that'll go along with your theme, and then just general breakdowns. If you create your own templates, if you save them as you're working, you'll find them right here in My Designs, and we'll go through that later. But backgrounds, graphics, which is basically just clip art, fonts, this is where you can add, so just like colors, like the color palette, you're going to come through and you're going to choose the fonts that you want to add to your project so that you don't have a million that you're circling through. You've just got those ones that you've chosen, like a more curated set. And then colors, same thing. So you can go through here and you can also add custom colors. So that's the general breakdown right there. Yeah, and once again, hope this was helpful, and we're going to keep on cruising.